everyone, and welcome to the home SMSU Exercise Science Fitness Center, or my basement. Today I just wanted to show a brief video on giving you some ideas of what you can use at home to do your home exercises. We're spending obviously a lot of time at home. We want to stay active. When the weather's great outside, that's great. Today I am videotaping this from a very sunny window, which will make us all feel a little bit better. You can take these exercises outside. Otherwise, we want to look at some things that we can do at home that are inexpensive or maybe even free. So when we look at the biggest thing, I think, is I just want to tell you that doing exercise is better than doing nothing at all. And I know a lot of you are used to being in a nice gym, a nice fitness facility with all kinds of equipment. But we're going to do some modifications. But if you don't have any modifications, still continuing with a good exercise routine is just key. So a lot of interval training, those are the trainings where you do a certain number of seconds on with a little bit of rest time, things like jumping jacks and sidestepping, burpees, just things like that. If you're going to do that, you can use a plain chair as the modification. So let's say you want to work on squats. You could just modify with a chair. You could do sit stands with a chair. If you want to modify your push-ups, you could use the chair as a push-up position just to change things up and change your angle, things like that. Other things you can do at home. So we're all stocking up a little bit on groceries, but soup cans work great, and I know they're not as heavy as some of you may be used to, but they offer some type of a resistance. So if we're looking at increasing our heart rate, cardiovascular wise, just a little bit of weight can help. So things like soup cans. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit with some of the plank and core exercises, if you're exercising on carpet, you can use something to help slide. So paper plates, covers for plastic bowls. I'm using pie tins. And let's say, for example, you're going to do a plank and you want to do slide outs. So that slipperiness will just increase the difficulty with your core. You can put these under your feet as well. If you're exercising on a hard surface tile floor, towels work great for the same idea. You would put them under your hands or your feet. You can do plank slide outs. You can do mountain climbers with these under your feet to increase the resistance. If you have an old backpack, these work great. Fill them up with whatever to make a certain amount of weight. You can do backpack squats, backpack overhead presses. You can use your backpack as a plank advancement. So if I'm going to be in a plank and I'm going to take my backpack and I'm going to slide it back and forth. So it's kind of like a sandbag, if any of you have ever used sandbags. If you don't have a kettlebell and you like to do things like kettlebell swings and squats, you can take the handle of the backpack and you can do your swings this way. You can do your squats with your backpack. You can hold your backpack by the handles and do a full squat with an overhead press. There's just a multitude of things you can do with this backpack. An old lunch bag, purse, anything with handles really you can modify, fill it up with weight and use it that way. If you have a little bit of room and a little bit, some of these things I'm going to show you now are very inexpensive. So your resistance bands. So you can get those online pretty inexpensively. There's lots of different kinds. The kinds with handles are nice, but you don't necessarily need the handle. You can make the handle. Your mini bands. I found these online for, I think they were $1. Things like that. If you're going to look at spending a little bit of money, you can get kettlebells, free weights. A lot of your discount stores are carrying kettlebells and dumbbells to help you with your fitness journey. So there's lots of other opportunities. If you follow Exercise Science at Southwest Minnesota State University on Facebook, we're posting a lot of good information. There's Zoom links for videos on YouTube. If you like our channel or subscribe to our channel, SMSU Exercise Science. I'm doing about 3 or 4 videos for exercise class, 3 or 4 a week that I'll be posting on there. And then when the students return, they'll be also creating some videos and tips that you can find on there. So follow us on Facebook, YouTube, again, that's SMSU Exercise Science on YouTube, and Southwest Minnesota State University, Exercise Science at Southwest Minnesota State University on Facebook. Lots of other really good free videos online that offer you opportunity to get some good exercise and keep up your fitness goals. Exercise is also good for the mind, right? Deep breathing. I have a yoga video that I'll be posting, but think about your deep breathing exercises, your stretching, your mobility. That's also not only good for you physically, but for our mental health. And we know that exercise can create some endorphins, which are our feel-good hormones, to help us all through this. You can still exercise as a group using social media. Again, my class that you'll find on the YouTube, if you would like to join live, you can reach out, and we all exercise as a group via Zoom. So reach out if you have any questions, and stay healthy, stay safe, stay well.